Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. Now, I don't do these that much anymore because I'm not finding a lot of trades. This is my comic trade haul for. It's early November. I'm filming this on like the 6th. It'll probably be up for. Well, the 6th is a Monday. I might put this up on Tuesday. This might be. I might just have a Tuesday video. Haul videos just go up when I get them usually. Because they expect videos on every one of these one day. We'll see. I'll get ready. All right, this is all culled from. The top item is from. Well, I didn't really even plan it that way. The top item is from my local Dirt Cheap. I might even have the price sticker on it. Yeah, $15.99. It was like 80% off. So like, what's that, $4? It's the Mighty Marvel Master. This is the trade paper I have, the old Masterworks. I never bothered with the Masterworks because I'm like, well, you know what? I wasn't that big on the '60s Marvel stuff that I was big on when the Masterworks were coming out. I already had like the trade paperbacks, like the pocket books. It was, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Cap, Hulk. I had all those. I wasn't big on this era of X-Men, but we had a buddy we grew up with that loved these. His dad would buy each one for him. Things were back then. They were $35. This is a shit. I ain't got to probably about $30 trade, and it is the first 10 issues. They are. I don't think they changed any of the dialogue and the editing like that. They are recolored, it looks like, or just the colors pop brighter because of the pages. It's not bad. It was cheap. All right, the rest of this comes from Ollie's. I went to Ollie's the other day. We don't have town, but we have one. The next major town to the west, which is Natchez, Mississippi. J.G. Jones. Never read this. Heard it's really good, and this was. The living weapon of an alien empire with seemingly limitless power, the young Kree foot soldier Noah Var is a rebel with a cause. After his wounded warship crash lands in the woods of New Jersey, is taken by an insidious Earth human who covets Kree technology, a move that will provide far more than the bad guy bargained for when Marvel Boy fights back, but will the Earth be prepared for its newest protector? This is one of those I've heard a lot about it, never read. Is this a Marvel? Marvel Knights, okay. That's what I thought. Hearing it was good, the art was good. It's Morrison. He's not on a main league character, so it should be decent. Alias Volume 2. This was another. It was. You see, I've read Alias, love it. Besides, I'm not the biggest fan of the Purple Man storyline. The way they kind of went breaking the fourth wall. I didn't care for that part. But everything else I loved. Love the art. I'm not the biggest fan of the artist, to be honest. And these trades, I like them, but they're. $20 and this thing's what? 11, 12, 13, 14, 5 issues. $20 for 5 fucking issues. That is ridiculous. I don't pick them up unless I find them cheap. Well, I have the first one. So I got the second one. Now, this is what? Bendis and Christos Michael Gaydos. And she's a private detective who's best friends with Jessica Drew, the first Spider-Woman. And she has superpowers, but she hates being a superhero, so she's a private detective now. Okay, Punisher. This is the Slavers. This is a Garth Ennis, Leandro Fernandez. Punisher. Anything that's Garth Ennis, Punisher, I'm gonna grab it. Pretty much anything Garth Ennis. If it's cheap, I'm grabbing. This was, I think, like price of these or whatever. Marvel Max. Might be some nasty stuff in here. I haven't read a lot of the Punisher Ennis run. All right, this is I saw this like, holy shit. I was like, Joe Kubert, okay, boom, you got me right there. And I'm reading these names: Sam Glasman, Ron Beniak, Paul Levitz. I'm like, ooh, is this like a Joe Kubert collection? I think it was like a collection of his old stuff. So I flipped it over and I saw it was $3.99 and there's a slight discount sale. I'm like, oh, I didn't read the back. I'm like, oh, I'm grabbing this. Find out what it is. Joe Kubert Presents. Right before he died, he did like a 6-issue miniseries where the big deal with it is that he took his old characters and wrote new stories and other people do stuff with it. It's kind of like an anthology. I'll show you. It's on great paper. It's what I call the Vertigo paper, but like each issue you got like a Joe Kubert story, a couple, maybe one or two. Great, gorgeous Joe Kubert art, all new stuff. And this was like extremely cheap, like under $4. Had to grab. I love Joe Kubert. Okay, this somehow, because I had a full run of the Sandman and is that Sandman volume? Would that be 2? That'd technically be 2, wouldn't it? Because, I mean, I would call the Kirby Simon 70s one Volume 1. So this one would be Volume 2 of the Neil Gaiman and all the other artists. Shane Keith and what's his name originally? This is Vess and Zuli and Muth. But somehow over the years, because I had all those. The series ended not too long after I was out of high school, and I had a subscription to the comic through the mail, and I bought the trades as they came out and the hardcovers of the first half. I gotta get the rest. I just haven't picked them up, and they've went up too much. Well, somehow over the years of moving from Mossville, Mississippi to Texas, moved all over Texas, then moving to where I am now, I lost this trade. I'm like, well, motherfucker. Because with the series, which has been renewed for a second season, I'm like, oh, I want to sit down and reread. I've not read the entire Run of Sandman, and God. 2005, 6, somewhere around there probably. It's been almost 20 years. It's one where when it was coming out, it was my favorite comic of all time. I loved the hell out of it. When it ended, I'm like, okay, cool. But since then, I've read so much stuff that I think it's still good. And this last one's Volume 10. This was like 3 something. But this is Overture, which was I don't know when this came out. It's 6 issues, 6 chapters and an epilogue. This came out in 2013, 14, and 15. Wow. So this is the Sandman story I probably have not ever read. What the fuck? It's got like fold out pages and shit? Yeah, holy shit, okay. And it was the same price as the other. And then this is the final one. This was 8 bucks circa price. I ended up being like 6, maybe. I don't remember now. Thunder Agents. The Higher United Nations Defense Enforcement Reserves. Archive, Volume 4. Because my thing is I've heard a lot about it. I know Wally Wood. I love Wally Wood. I know Ditko worked on this. Heard so much about it. I've read an issue here and there, just never got into it, but I love these DC archives. This is DC archive. So when I found this section, I'm going to grab it. Any of these hardcovers like this, I can find for cheap. I'm grabbing because I know at least resale, I can get way more than I paid for it back. And it's, let's see, it's issues 1 and 2 of No Man, issues 3 of Dynamo, and issue 11 of the Thunder Agents. So we're probably getting near the end. And we got who on here? Wood, Dan Atkins, Mike Sikowski, Chick Stone, George Stuska, Ogden Whitney. And it looks gorgeous. I mean, I've just flipped through it. Gorgeous art. Stories don't look too bad. It looks like I'm in the right mood. The issue I got was a bad one. So, not a bad little haul. And everything here. Probably under 30 bucks. It's not a bad little haul. Go check if you got an Ollie's or a Dirt Cheap near you. Now, Dirt Cheap, they don't get comics in that often. You never know what they have. Ollie's has a section for comics. They got issues and trades and hardcovers and all that stuff. But I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Give me a thumb. Later.